There's nothing anyone can do, there's nothing anyone can say. There's little can be done right now to make this go away. Cliched simple platitudes do naught to quell the dread, and the breadth and gravity just send me crawling back to bed. It's useless in this moment to say we'll get through this somehow. There's time enough for action, but that time isn't now. Soon we can start planning for what may come to be. But what I could really use right now is a bacon roll and a cup of tea. I don't need positive affirmations, I need to scream and bawl. The unrealistic expectations won't help with this at all. This is shit. Well, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. You're trying to be helpful, and that is always nice. But right now all logic only grates, so don't try to give advice. I need someone to rant at who'll not judge or take offence at my incessant fucking swearing and my unfiltered sentiments. So stop the pragmatic interventions, just nod and say you'll understand. Pretend I'm not being an unreasonable arsehole and hold on to my hand. This is shit. Oh, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. So let's all sit and just quietly get pissed and drunkenly attempt to overanalyze all of this. We may now be bidding the old times goodbye, so let's not feel too embarrassed to have a bloody good cry. This is shit. Well, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Well, this is shit. Oh, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Well, this is shit. Oh, this is shit. I'm not expecting answers because they're out of your remit. I'm not looking for solutions, just for someone to admit that this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Oh, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit.
What is going on, everyone? I know I just did the Andrew Tate stream. However, I forgot that our old friend Deafy Boy messed up. Boy, oh boy, did he mess up. And ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking just one oopsie. We're not just talking one. This shit, Lord, I can't spell English. Okay. But yeah, like, holy crap. Holy crap, my dude. Like, well, like, let me get the original. Oh, wait, no, that's the original tweet right there. Mother effer got famous on TikTok for joking about a effing 14-year-old girl, then gets offended when someone jokes about him. But you know, he was right. I shouldn't have said that. I should have instead said he makes himself so small in his videos to hide the fact that he's a pedo. He tags the FBI. Now, I shouldn't have to explain to people why that's insane. But where did this all start? Well, if you remember, boys and girls, Def Noodles and Papa Gut had a debate a while back on what I think was the efficacy of jokes, if I remember the debate correctly. And Def Noodles looked like a fool during that debate, and now he is still mad at Papa Gut. I think overall, Like I can think it's almost been 2 months since he's gotten his account back. I think it's been a detriment to his mental health, really. This is the first. No, that's a later response. This is the first response. That first exchange rather that Def Noodles and Papa got had. So let's check this out real quick.
Holy moly! It has been quite a night tonight, guys. It's very early in the morning, actually, for me. Just got finished with a big conversation. Gideon, Sneeko, Keemstar, Mr. Beers, Cybernoop, a lot of peeps. It was a lot of fun. But of course, in the middle of that, Dennis. We're all debating high value mail stuff. It'll be up eventually if this is up first. Anyway, of course, Dennis Steph Noodles, for whatever reason, decided to have a meltdown and then go on an unhinged
Def Noodles
rant
got
in
Papa
his
got
comment
nudes.
section
I don't know.
about me.
I don't know.
Now I've reviewed this on stream, but I kind of want to go more in depth because I found more stuff. This guy's crazy, man. Now here's the thing. What's so interesting is that when he came back, he got unbanned. I was like, oh, good, good for him. I'm happy he's back. But I feel like this is going to be kind of an issue when it comes to his mental health. I feel like he's going to end up engaging in like constant, like, Twitter drama, and it's going to cause him to have an issue.
That's funny in hindsight. Am I right, boys? That's funny in hindsight.
And here we go. Here we are. He's arguing with like everybody in the comments after he posts something, and he's just not getting the reception that I think he expects to get. I guess people aren't really feeling him. I don't really know, but he seems to have done quite a bit of damage to his credibility. But anyway, let's just read this. I'll read my response after. So anyway, this all kind of starts from a post that he made about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, here it is. Elon Musk welcomed ninth baby and third baby mama 1 week ago. Says he's doing his part to prevent underpopulation crisis. Also, Elon Musk, I haven't had sex teenagers. Okay, whatever. I will say that we don't really have an underpopulation crisis. A collapsing birth rate is my biggest danger to civilization. We don't really have that either. In our country, we do have a decline or an aging population, right? So the population is getting older because we're having like fewer babies, right?
Yeah.
But in America, we can offset that by immigration. It's really not a big deal. People who tend to have, more money, women that are in careers tend to wait longer to have kids. People tend to not necessarily want to have kids, and it's high volume in our country. People, they're happy with their lives for the most part, and it's a big responsibility. It's also very expensive. It's a problem we have as well. There's a lot of things. Either way, this doesn't really matter. Anyway, somebody talked about IVF treatment. I don't really care about any of this, but anyway, this is what's relevant. So someone says, my brother in Christ literally said to himself that he did IVF. There's nothing to debate here. OP simply has an agenda. I don't know what that really means necessarily, given the context, but whatever. And then Dennis says, my agenda is to clap your big, bodacious, and juicy MFing cheeks. So very clearly, a lot of really funny humor from Dennis.
Dennis, big funny. Remember, guys, he's a comedian. Shared the stream, by the way, John. Thank you. Guys, make sure you tweet out the stream. Make sure you at me. Make sure you use hashtag #NerdyLive because, boys, we are on the road. We are on the road, okay?
I can understand humor is subjective, but okay. Anyway, someone says cringe. Then he says, I'm cringe, but you're taking time out of your day to reply to me. That at least makes you as cringe as me. So in essence, that makes you an embarrassment to young boy. He will never like you. I guess that's an embarrassment to young boy. I guess it's young boy. Oh, great. Whatever. Cool. I don't know why he's responding to this person, but okay. Then he says, I own you, H3's lapdog. Then Dennis says, you own nothing. That's why.
He is H3's lapdog, though. Like, he's like, did I do a good job, Ethan? Can I be your co-host now? Can I be part of the H3 team, Ethan? That's what he is.
You're on Twitter replying to everyone and anyone. This is my job, but for you, it's a distraction from the miserable reality. Replying to people on Twitter probably isn't really productive for you.
Yeah, I would agree.
Your job, but okay, you do you, brother. Anyway, this guy just says, Kavos and Papa Guts also own you, little brother. So here's where it gets fun. Kavos quit
YouTube. No, he didn't actually. Guess what? The day after Dennis posted this, guess who came back?
YouTube. I don't know if that's true. Is that not appropriate? So, okay.
Also,
So first things
for those of you who don't know, Deafy Boy almost quit YouTube entirely because of the harsh comments Kavos made to him. I know, guys. Like legit, it's still up there. It's still up. A video of him saying he'll quit YouTube, and then he started the whole like news stuff because he used to be purely a reaction streamer, like react to funny meme number one, you know, stuff like that, right? And then like he started this. So in a way, we do have Kavos to blame.
things first. Let's talk about the debate thing. So he says the only reason he did the debate, he says, is with the sole purpose of calling him an incel to his face and laughing in his face about it. Now, first and foremost, if you go to that debate, there's no laughing from Dennis. It is a very embarrassing display for him. I recommend you go watch it. You could literally just Google Papa Gut Dennis. It's really not that crazy.
But by the way, he's claiming Papa Gut's an incel when he's married.
And of course, you can watch it on my channel just to call me an incel or whatever. I mean, that's funny. This doesn't make you. I just interesting that you think this makes you look good. This
yeah, like, well, he may think he owned me, but I just came on to call him cringe.
Listen, since we had the conversation, it's so interesting because after we had the conversation, I was like, you know what? I felt like maybe it was genuine, but I did feel like a little frustrated. But my wife was like, no, he's lying, 100%. He doesn't mean anything that he says. And wow, my wife's right again. What? I mean, he's literally admitting it. What other? He's just said that he went there to call me an incel and laugh. And it's so funny that he.
Holy crap! What's with my? Okay, holy crap! What's with my Wi-Fi? Jesus, what's with my Wi-Fi? Do I have to lower the bit rate? Do I have to lower the bit rate? Come on, I don't want to lower it any more than I have to. Output. Do I have to wait? Crap! I don't want to wait. Fuck it. We'll continue.
He thinks I got upset by the incel thing, and I don't. But I find it really interesting that like you, what are you doing? Did you think that this was gonna make you look good? You're fighting for your life in your own comments.
Gotta get back to work, but I will absolutely catch a replay. This is so good. Thank you, Mona Kitty.
To talk about
Thank you.
he says that nobody would know who Papa God is in commentary if he didn't give me crumbs. Now that conversation was
no, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I knew about Papa Gut before the whole Dennis thing even happened. A lot of Papa Gut's initial traction was reacting to TikTok videos, like TikTok drama specifically, and then he did a lot of Trisha Paytas stuff, if I remember correctly, right? That's mainly where I know him from. I believe that's what the majority of his audience know him from. Now, if we're talking like the broader view of the commentary community, people started paying a lot more attention to him after that. But at the same time, it's like, what? Oh my God, the people who already hated Def Noodles know about the guy who also hates Def Noodles now. Good job, Dennis. Good job. Your haters are uniting.
Was rather popular, of course, because this topic, the subject matter was Def Noodles not actually engaging what we were talking about. And if you want to look into that, you can as well. I don't feel like going through and rehashing all that old stuff. But the thing though is that like I was a content creator before this. I was on YouTube. I was on TikTok. I know I say it all the time. I got 2.5 million followers, 2.4 million. I was verified. I was very well respected. I was in commentary. I didn't get my start from any shout outs or anything. I built my way up. And then I made a mistake.
You started from the bottom.
While I don't think I should have been banned, I probably should have got like a temporary ban, like a 1 week, and then maybe lost my verification. The reality is I got banned because my content was getting edgier and my commentary was becoming bad. It was a very brief period, and the fact, though, realistically speaking, the fact that I got banned allowed me to sit back and really reflect on my stuff. And by the time we had the conversation, he wanted to throw my past mistakes in my face, and I tried to explain to him why they were wrong, and he didn't really want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't care. He just wanted to use it as a way to try to diminish my character because he was having a really rough time in the conversation that I was like very calm in, and he was very aggressive in because he seems to have like a really big anger problem. That's just.
And Chris Nark, I remember Chris Nark actually went over this first video on his live stream, right? And we kind of, like, mostly him, came to the conclusion that Well, it's probably not anger issues per se. It's more probably just like his general narcissism. But yeah, this whole video explains like the initial Twitter interaction that they've been having, and then Daffy Boy has not he has not been taking this well. Yo, what's up, Dimer Boy? He has not been taking this well whatsoever. This is the new video on the latest drama. So let's take a listen to it, shall we?
Twitter. So let's see what he has to say here. Def Noodle. Let's see what he's got to say.
Two nerds dishing it out. Get your popcorn. Exactly.
Let's see. Oh, here we go again with like false assault accusations. Got famous on TikTok for joking about 14-year-old girls. Then gets offended. Someone jokes about him, but you know he was right. I shouldn't have said. Should have said he makes himself so small in his videos to hide the fact that he looks like a pedophile. This is pretty bad. So this is gonna make you look really bad for you in your lawsuit against Keemstar.
Yeah.
Mostly because
that's right, guys. Guys, remember, Def Noodles is suing Keemstar. Remember that story? All because even though Keemstar did it jokingly, he called Def Noodles a pedo in the joke, right? Because he was satirizing Def Noodles because Def Noodles, especially at the time, was pushing a lot of fake assault and pedo allegations. And he's suing him for that, right? But now, here's Dennis literally tagging the FBI saying, hey, you should investigate this dude. Yeah, that's not slander or anything like that, Def Noodles. That's not slander at all.
He called you a pedophile without any actual evidence, and this is what you're doing to me right now. What's really interesting is that this is two things. For one, I've already deeply explained the context of this to Def Noodles personally. We had a live conversation.
I've never seen Papa Gut this angry before. Dennis is done. Oh, 100% he's done. 100% he's done.
About this. And he's also tweeting this, that I made an inappropriate joke, which I consistently keep saying was an inappropriate joke regardless of the context. But this was the joke. The joke was if she's old enough to bleed. And he literally, for what he did, he duetted it. What is it called? What is that called?
Stitching.
He decided to, what is it called? Retweeted it.
Oh,
he retweeted the entire context. Wow. He retweeted the context. Here's the context. The joke was, if she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. Thank you very much, Andre Lopez, for the advice, right? It was a satirical call-out since he allegedly slept with the 14-year-old. It's a joke I've condemned multiple times, but that person isn't interested in honesty.
I will say, I think part of the problem is Papa Gut, like, is backing down from the joke. And so Dennis is seeing that as an opening to attack him further. That I think that's part of the problem there is the initial backing off from it, so Def sees him as a weaker person, and so he's more willing to go after him for that.
Somehow he looked at this and said, I'm gonna nail Papa Gut on this point. What are you talking about? The reality here, I'm going to be very clear, is I've been very active in the deplatforming of two predators on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've done. And this is a bad joke I never should have said. But I find it interesting that somebody like Def Noodles, who is virtue signaling and trying to, again, deplatform somebody who has actually used his platform for good. As of right now, we're watching Def Noodles get completely rolled over in a conversation.
Yeah, and Def has been it's just been straight unhinged behavior on his part. Oh god, he has his DMs open. Oh no. Who could have seen? Oh, and now he's just like, who could have seen this coming? Jenna Marbles' fiance clarified rumors earlier this week of Jenna Marbles and her fiance. I don't care. I don't care. James Charles, upcoming warning. James Charles has subscribed that Instagram is changing. He left a comment. Oh, okay, I don't care. You know what? Yeah, let's DM him. Let's DM him. Hey, Def Noodles, big fan of the show. I'm currently working on a video about Papa Gut. Would it be possible to set up an interview? Oh, I hope he takes the bait. I hope he takes the bait on that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope he takes the bait on that one. Dennis doesn't have much time left. He went from 100K views to barely 50K. I know. It's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for him. Yeah, Def Noodles is a bad person.
When it's about gay rights, and he has the audacity to criticize me for this. This doesn't really work out well for him.
In fact, after this video, I'll show you Dennis's latest video, and it's complete crap. It's complete and utter crap.
This is bad. This kid's a fucking idiot. Put this on a watch list. He looks very suspicious. Okay. Realistically speaking, I'm not going to sue him. Joe Rogan Gemini. The reality is that like this isn't going to go the way Dennis wants. I'm not going to have an emotionally provoked response. That's pretty much it. Like he's not going to get the reception that he
Why are
wants
you
to
lying
get.
to him?
Also,
Currently a big fan. He knows you're lying. There's no fans.
Cool. Okay. This is it. This is the only thing. Okay. All right. Very cool.
And like, yeah, like I think Papa Gut's pretty angry here, but he's also very calm. He's also very calm about this situation.
Yeah, he did call me a predator. It is what it is, man. This is what virtue signaling about pedophilia looks like. Dennis doesn't care about kids getting raped. He's a worthless human being that doesn't actually care.
Worthless human being. You said it. Oh my god, Papa Gut, he is calmly kneeling on Def Noodles right now. He's not aggressively kneeling. He is calmly kneeling. Bring up his social blade too. Expose this man, nerdy.
I've put my platform on the line multiple times to call shit like this out. I lost one of my TikToks one time with like 600,000 views because I called out Zoe Laverne. This is just what Dennis does, man. This is just what Dennis does. And I know it's to get me to have an emotional response here. But like realistically speaking, I'm not going to take the bait. Dennis is already very infamous for not having any credibility and for twisting stories. And realistically here, he's doing it again. The problem is he's showing full context. So it doesn't even make him look good. That's it. It just makes him look really bad. So here, I guess I should tweet back to him. I had to write out a thoughtful tweet in the middle of this. So let me just read what I had to say because I think it's very important, and I actually do believe this. So first of all, the reason that I took pictures of this is because I know what Def wants me to do. Is he wants me to just quote tweet this, so that the context isn't directly available, unless you go take time out of your day to keep clicking through. He wants to get locked in a chain of conversation so that this fully contextualized explanation gets lost in the comments. Thing is that you're fucking stupid as shit, Def. You are incredibly dumb. You have absolutely no intellect or integrity, and you're very easy to read. So I know the game that you're playing. Okay?
Yeah.
So I decided to make it a picture instead, because this makes more sense, right? So the context doesn't get lost, because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to misinterpret me as a pedophile, but I've done a lot to deplatform actual predators. 20-something-year-olds trying to fuck 13-year-olds and rape them. That's who I've deplatformed. 27-year-olds trying to get introduced into meetups, sending their dick to 13 and 14-year-olds. That's what I deal with. What do you do every day? What have you done with your platform?
Oh, dude.
I've constantly called out predatory content
Gummy
creators.
Frog, he
It's a big part
lost
of my content.
1,000
Then I also educate young
1K
men
in
on
subs.
rape culture.
Was that today? Was that today he lost 1K? Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
That's what I do, Def. What do? You get rolled in a fucking conversation with Christian Walker about gay rights. You look like a fucking idiot moron constantly. And this is the game that you want to play
he's
with
going
me?
for the throat. He's
When
going
we
for the
first
throat.
talked, I gave you a tremendous amount of charitability, but it's gone now. The reality is you're worthless. You're a worthless content creator. You don't do anything positive. You are a drama news reporter, and that's totally fine. But don't come into my fucking space, because you don't have the intellect to be able to talk about these things. You don't have the intellect, the humility. You don't have anything, okay?
It's going down. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. Dude, Papa Gut's being merciless right now. He's being straight up merciless.
This is a space that I've come into, and it's very difficult. Constantly engaging and getting things wrong on slight nuances every single day. Doing the best that you can to put yourself and your credibility on the line, to have conversations, talk about shit, and educate people on very necessary social issues, especially as somebody who is a man. I educate young men on not putting young women into situations where they'll take advantage of them, because this is how this happens. These power dynamics are so subtle, and a lot of young men are assaulting women without even realizing it. They're taking them out to dinner, and they're just being aggressive because this is what society teaches them. And then they're over pushing, and then women get afraid, and
Gut was really
they stop
here.
saying no.
Dude, yeah, this is a really aggressive Papa Gut. Worthless. Deserved. Yeah, this is completely deserved. Gut going for the gut. Yeah. Dude, he's going for the jugular. That's what he's doing.
It's really nuanced things, and this is what I'm doing. I'm educating a group of young men on being good young men. What the fuck are you doing? You're trying to deplatform me. Why? Because I upset.
Gut's like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you to judge me? Who are you, Deaf Noodles? Oh, what? You're Ethan Klein's little lapdog, hoping that he gives you some crumbs on his show? Papa Gut went against Keemstar, won, and earned Keemstar's respect. That's what Papa Gut did. He wasn't sucking up to Keemstar. He wasn't doing anything that you're doing, hoping that Keemstar would give him some relevancy or anything like that. No. Papa Gut has continued to have arguments with Keemstar, and Keemstar respects him for that.
Upset you? I hurt your feelings? Why? Because you know that at the end of the day, I'm the direct fucking person to point to for your deplatforming as a fucking content creator, because you fucked with me. And last time you fucked with me, I was super charitable because it was the first interaction I had with you. And my wife, she called you out to be a disingenuous piece of shit, and I still gave you the...
Should have listened to your wife there. You should have listened to your wife. You shouldn't give him a second chance. You should have let him burn. Should have burned that bridge. Should have decapitated him right there. Like what you're doing now. You should have decimated his platform long ago, dude.
The benefit of the doubt. And now here you are months later playing this fucking game with me. The charitability's gone. This is it, Def. I want you to understand this. Okay?
No
Your
mercy.
podcast is horseshit.
No mercy.
You have no intellect. It's abysmal.
Listening to this is horrible. You're letting Christian Walker roll you over on fucking social issues. It's insane. People watching this, young impressionable people watching this, going, wow, Christian Walker's making a really good point about how we shouldn't have pride flags in the classroom, about how gay people shouldn't be openly gay in the classroom, about how...
Let's see. Oh, I've never seen Papa Gut this angry. As calm as he is, you can see his anger. Oh yeah, you can totally see it. It's a calm storm. That's what I call it. He's having a calm storm right now. Like imagine if he just like fully went off. Like, holy crap. He's probably holding back on a lot of meaner words.
Kids who might come out as gay should have their parents told, especially in fucking conservative areas that can get them hurt by their parents. These are really good points, Christian. Like, this is what you do. You have negative impacts on every single fucking social issue that you touch. It's the same thing when we had our first interaction, when we had the situation with that Killick and that girl, where you didn't give a fuck that they were calling a 17-year-old a fucking rapist, a predator, and a pedophile, because he was trolling a guy about his sister, and it was wrong what he did. And I talked to the 17-year-old young man, not the fucking grown adult that you are. The 17-year-old young man. I educated on him on not saying those things because they're disgusting. But I understand he's not a fucking rapist, a pedophile, and a predator. But that's what he was being called, and you don't care because you don't care if kids get fucking raped, Dennis. You don't give a shit. You've never talked to somebody who's been raped.
Holy crap. Whoa. Whoa. Calm storm, the perfect description. Well, I don't think this is a calm storm anymore. I don't think it is a calm storm. I don't think it's a calm storm right now. Holy crap.
You never talked to anybody who actually this deeply fucking hurts. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you've sat down and you'd looked a fucking survivor in the eye and you listened to them tell their fucking story? Have you ever heard this? Have you ever sat down and listened to this? In a situation where there's nothing you can do but listen, when the only thing you want to do is have an anger, emotional response that's going to have a profoundly negative impact on that person who's just trying to tell you their story. They're focusing on you, and you get to the situation where you get so upset and so worked up, you make it about you. What the fuck do you do, Dennis? What the fuck?
You know what? Yeah. I completely agree with Papa Kitty. What do you do? What do you add to the conversation? What do you add? He doesn't add anything.
Do you do? What the fuck do you do every day? You want to come on here and play false fucking rape accusations? Have you ever talked to somebody who talks about how they were fucking raped as a child? What do you do every day? Because if you fucking did, you wouldn't play this shit. This shit is fucking serious, Dennis. It's serious. And every single day, you can say that I'm inflated, but every single day that I make content, I try my best when we talk about these things to prevent this from happening in the future. This is what I do. You don't have to like it, Dennis. You don't have to like me. But every single day, I put my credibility on the line to say something that I mean, to have the right conversation with these people, with the young men in my fucking audience. That's what I do. I'm a real fucking man, Dennis, and I'm trying my best to educate these kids. But what are you doing?
I want Papa Gut and I want Papa Gut and Daft Noodles in the ring right now. I want to see Papa Gut destroy him right now.
What are you putting on the line, Dennis? Other than your fucking credibility every single day. Because you look like a fucking moron. I don't like to get worked up. But we're talking about children getting fucking raped, Dennis. And you do nothing about it because you don't care. But I do. Because I care a lot, Dennis. And
Holy
your attempt
crap.
to try to deplatform me after a really bad fucking joke that I never should have made with good intentions, after a year of doing my best to operate in the best capacity to educate people, but also make sure that I don't come off in a way that puts people off, because I want people to listen to the message. And this is what it boils down to. You're stupid ass doing this shit,
Anyone making Papa this angry can't be a good person. No, sir.
To attack my credibility.
Because everything I've seen from Papa Gut, even when he's in a debate situation, he's usually a pretty calm person, even when the other person isn't. So for someone to get him this angry,
as a person, as a content creator, as somebody who tries to educate young men, that's what you do. It's disgusting.
Oh, what if says storm
It's
of
disgusting.
razors? Papa would
This
win
is
with
what I get
that
mad about,
anger.
Dennis.
100%. He's
This
got
is
the
what I get
Hulk
upset about.
strength.
What do you think about when you talk about topics, Dennis? When I sit down and I talk about topics of sexual assault, I think about every single survivor who's reached out to me and who said, this really fucked me up, Dennis. That's what I think about. And I hear these women and they tell me, you know, he wasn't a bad guy and he didn't even realize what he was doing. They asked me questions. They asked me, do you think that I was raped? After telling me a horrific situation, that's what they tell me, Dennis. That's what I think about. Every single time that I try to have these conversations with these young men is because I don't want another person to get violated. That's what I think about. What do you think about, Dennis, when you talk about this shit?
Def is only interested in he's only interested in rape stories that would give clicks. He doesn't care about the actual situation itself. Def Noodles will peddle any accusation that he can in order to get any traction towards him or towards Ethan or to get Ethan to notice him. That's why he's been pushing so hard for like James Charles being a predator, right? Because of Ethan's past interactions with James Charles. I apparently in a recent video, Def Noodles clickbaited the crap out of it. We're gonna be taking a look at it after we're done watching this video. But yeah, this does not look good. This does not look good for Def, not at all.
What goes through your fucking head? This is a joke to you. It's a game to you. This isn't a game to me, Dennis. This is so real to me.
Yo, what's up, Default Dan? What's up?
This is real to me, Dennis. This fucks me up. Every single time that I've engaged in talking about some kind of a sexual assault, or I listen to somebody tell me about their sexual assault, or I try to deplatform a content creator about these horrible fucking things that they do. Do you know what I do, Dennis? Do you know what I've been doing for the past 2 years every time I deal with this, Dennis? I chain smoke and I eat like garbage. And it's not an excuse to do it, but like I was a little healthier before this. I don't like to tell people this because who the fuck am I? These people are telling me their real stories and I'm complaining about getting stressed from hearing them or trying to deplatform people. It's not even close to the amount of stress that they deal with. But that's the impact it has on me. And it doesn't even compare. It doesn't even compare to the stress that these people go through, that survivors go through. It doesn't even compare. It doesn't. It just doesn't compare. So I don't talk about it because it's stupid and it's unfair to those people because they shouldn't have to feel guilt for me getting upset listening to their story.
And you know what? I'll say it. Def Noodles ruins potential victims because guess what? He'll always push the false stories, right? So now, whenever a genuine victim comes out about their abuse story, people are always going to cast doubt on them because, well, we've seen it several times where it's been false stories left and right? Def does nothing to filter out anything people bring him because he's nothing but a tool who thinks he thinks he's God's gift to the earth. He thinks he has like some sort of minority card he can play because supposedly, oh, he grew up in Brazil for a few, and apparently if you look at his family tree, he's Portuguese, which is European, by the way. Like, you don't get the minority card, Dennis. You don't get protection for your BS that you spew every single day of the week. You don't. Quite frankly, I'm glad someone like Papa got. I'm glad people like Augie. I'm glad people like Tommy C. I'm glad Bo Blacks. I'm glad everyone doesn't give you the time of day. I'm glad no one other than your friends who kiss your butt constantly I'm glad that only your friends are the people who listen to you. Because from what I hear, Ethan's getting tired of you too, man. He's tired of you being a little lapdog who wants nothing but his approval. Let's see. True, nerdy, good point. Cloud chasers to the max, doing anything to get Ethan to notice him, and Ethan would turn him on the turn on him the chance he got. Yeah, Def Noodles is a disgusting cloud chaser. He doesn't. Yes, 100% agree. He makes it harder for the victims. He does, because as soon as a story comes out, doesn't matter. He doesn't vet stories. He doesn't look into stories. It's just, oh, so and you saying so and so's a pedo? I better say that. I better say it on my live stream. I better say that on my YouTube video.
Stories and trying to do something about it, because I'm not hurting in any way, even close to them. But here we are, Dennis. This is what we get to do. We get to sit here, and now I get to. I just put in a situation where I feel like I just have to bare my entire fucking soul, and you're gonna listen to this and you're gonna laugh and you're gonna think it's funny. But you want to know what, Dennis? It's not funny. It's just not funny.
Yeah, the silence says it all. The silence says it all. I understand his anger. I do. Does he say anything else here? Or yeah, let's check out Def Noodle's latest video. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dennis, you're nothing but an LA prep boy who is at the place he is in life because your dad actually worked for his money. I guarantee you, Def has never worked a day in his life. He's never, ever worked for anything. He's never worked for anything in his life. In his worthless existence, he's never done anything worthwhile. He's a failed comedian, probably a failed writer, a failed actor. He's a loser. Nothing more, nothing less.
Hey everyone, it's Christian Walker, your favorite
Don't care.
not gay but attracted to men individual, your favorite hater of deadbeat dads who can't keep their dingling in their pants, and your favorite anti-trash man type, pro-woman, pro-delicious, strong alpha men. Oh my gosh, are you dealing with a disgusting ex-boyfriend who's still after you? Well, I'm here to tell you, don't text him back. He's ghetto, he's trashy, and you need...
Hey, what the hell's going on? You just took over my show. What?
Peak of comedy. Dev Noodles comedian right here, guys. Oh my god. Someone who isn't supposed to be there is doing the show? Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so funny, guys. That's so funny.
Are you really doing this?
I'm gonna take over for today.
Irrelevant news. Sorry about that, folks. After about 5 hours of yelling, kicking, and screaming, I have been able to regain control of our office. I've taken control of the mic and restored all the prideful.
This is his new setup, by the way. This is the new Def Noodle setup. This is the new him. Jesus Christ. You're nothing but a loser, Dennis. You're nothing but a goddamn loser.
Flags to their appropriate locations. Anyway, speaking of stealing things,
Papa Gut cares so much. Def Noodles possibly got shit handed to him. Now expect shit to go his way.
Disgusting. Yeah. Stealing Pokemon cards from a 62-year-old is like stealing candy from a baby. And speaking of disappointing outcomes, an outcome that was not so disappointing was his rugby play.
They've got them. It's 14 all in 10. Canberra. And improves his position too. Harawira Naira.
I don't care.
You know what I mean? And in other sports highlights news, this recently happened to Shakira's ex, Gerard Piqué, during a football match. Shakira, of all people.
Does he mention Papaga at all in this, I wonder? Oh, he mentions the he's probably gonna have to go after PewDiePie again. Let's see it.
So I pull up and I roll my window down, and this lady.
I don't get it.
No, I'm not listening to this. Look, she has your crazy nails, man.
So anyway, what I did was, I went outside and then I peed and then I pooped a little bit as well, and it was crazy.
I still don't get it. Feel like I need Twitter to explain this for me. So why is nobody talking about PewDiePie making fun of a deaf black woman? Oh, wow. I feel like I watched the clip, but didn't really watch it because I'm totally out of the loop. This is why I cannot stand those 8x11.
Okay, yeah, makes boring content. Deaf Noodles. Oh, hang on. Let me. Oh my God, Christian Walker. He's platforming someone who would claim he is a racist. He called Augie alt-right when this guy is more alt-right than combined. Deaf Noodles is a tool shed. I'm glad Papaga is finally being apprehensive towards him. Deaf messed with a bull. He's finally getting the horns. This video made me cry for Papaga. Yeah. Christian Walker, he's platforming someone who would call him a racist. He called Augie alt-right when the guy is more alt-right than Augie, Nick, and Bo Blacks combined. But yeah, that is the Deaf Noodles and Papa Gut situation. Thank you guys for tuning in to this stream. There's nothing really to go over. Yeah, as this is a developing story, I just wanted to do a quick stream discussing my problems with Deaf Noodles. Quite frankly, yeah, he's a mama boy loser, and yeah, I can't wait. I know his audience is already dying, right? But I can't wait for when like his audience of wine moms and tea channels and Ethan Klein stands completely let go of him. I can't wait for it. But until then, I don't care anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching episode 29 of Nerdy Live, the best morning show in commentary, because we're the only ones.
Tried, and I've tried even more. I've cried, and I can't recall what for. I pressed, I pushed, I've yelled, I begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, no more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt. I strive to get everything done. I've played by all the rules, but I've very rarely won. I've smiled, I've charmed, I've wooed and laughed, alas, to no avail. I've run round like a moron to unequivocally fail. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck fuse has just blown. I've been hunting for my fucks all day, but they've upped and fucked off home. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck rations are depleted. I've rallied my fuck army, but it's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy for minimal recompense. The distinct lack of acknowledgement has now begun to gall, and I've come to realize that I don't give a fuck at all. My fucks have flown away. My fucks are now so fucked off they refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have gone insane. They've come back round and passed me while they're fucking off again. I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have all dissolved. I plan many projects, but my fucks won't be involved. I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have all been spent. They fucked off